Netflix for podcasting. Is that ever even going to be a thing? What's up, One Fine Players? Today, we're talking about whether there is a viable case for a Netflix for podcasting business model. Is that ever going to take off? Is it a thing? Are people going to pay a subscription for exclusive podcast content? So this has been bubbling away under the surface for a while in the podcasting world, but was really brought to the forefront of people's attentions and mainstream media back in April when an app called Luminary launched their app and went to town on marketing it. So what happened? Well, in short, Luminary, a company set up about a year ago, raised $100 million or so, reportedly anyway, from venture capital money. And in April this year, they announced they were putting together some exclusive podcast creator partnerships from the likes of Love+Radio, and also that they were going to partner with celebrity talent exclusively to make content. People named include Trevor Noah and Karamo Brown. Never heard of that person, shows how on the ball I am. Anyway, that seemed like a great idea. They launched, they spent lots and lots of money on press. They went big on Instagram ads, and also they even went as far as a billboard in Times Square. Now things seem to be going swimmingly, but then they came under fire, especially from creators, that they were using creators' content for free in one part of the app to drive traffic towards their paid subscription model, which is $8 a month for this exclusive content from these podcast partners and celebrity talent. The creators were getting frustrated, and in my opinion, understandably, because Luminary were using their free content, which they put their love and heart and hard work into making for probably little or no reward, in order for Luminary to make money and drive traffic to this paid part of the app, which is their main focus. So that didn't go down too well, and on top of that, Luminary didn't bother to talk to any of the creators about licensing or permissions or any of that kind of thing. Now, podcasting is still a bit the wild, wild west when it comes to that kind of thing. Wild, wild west? Who am I? Will Smith. So I can see how there's a bit of a confusion or grey area there. Spotify have had some challenges, I think, in a similar thing with permissions and ownership, but really, Luminary should have checked. And to be honest, from what I can sense reading about it online, they haven't got off to the best start with creators, which, when you think about it, is probably their number one priority. If you think about somewhere like YouTube or Facebook, they're not content creators, they just host the content for other people. Facebook actually makes no content itself, and I'm guessing Luminary is taking a similar business model. They want to sit between the creators and the consumers, so you've got to look after those creators or you just don't have any product. Anyway, this brings us back to the bigger picture of a subscription model for podcasting. Is that a thing? Is that going to work? Where is it going? What do we look out for? What's good? What's bad? Here's the lowdown. First off, let's have a quick look at competitors. So, the obvious first option is Spotify. $10 a month gets you access on Spotify to their premium content, so you're getting music, audio content, and podcasts. Luminary, $8 a month, only these selected exclusive podcasts that they've signed to their business. So, yeah, maybe different, maybe exclusive, maybe you can't get it anywhere, but from a consumer perspective, maybe not the best deal. You've got someone like Gimlet, who are famed for their podcast Startup, amongst others, and they have a $1 subscription, $1 lifetime subscription, not per month. And for that, you get exclusive behind the scenes, extra content, previews, access to events, that kind of thing. So a bigger picture of experience, and it's just $1. I mean, I appreciate that's not their full-time business model. They're more of a production house, but it's interesting to look at it as a premium content product for podcasting. Obviously, we can't continue without talking about Apple. They obviously don't charge for podcasts, and 60 to 70% of all podcasts listened to globally are reportedly through the Apple Podcast app. They recently announced, we made a video about this, go check it out, that they are also in the process of talking to partners, putting together exclusive deals, and maybe making original content. Now, they haven't said this explicitly, but it would be silly not to assume that they were going to put some of that behind the Apple Music product that they already have, which is a competitor to Spotify. So they may go on to do that and put exclusive content in their Apple Music offering. That would make total sense. But again, they have a massive, massive reach. They have lots to offer, and that would probably be alongside music. So I can see how and why that might work. for an independent to be making that gamble like Luminary, that is a big statement. What that says for the future of podcasting on a subscription model, I guess we have to wait to see. My take on it is this. From a positive perspective, I can see why it might be good. First off, it would raise the caliber of content. Working with exclusive partners, especially celebrities, you would hope that we would be looking for more than just the simple interview and the typical, I've got a podcast which is just a list of people I think is influential and I'm going to talk to them and share that with you and you're going to think that's great. You would hope that you were going to get some better caliber, better quality content. If you look at Netflix, who have gone down this road, the amount they spend on their original content and the type of stuff they're making is phenomenal. If that were to happen in the podcasting space, that would be amazing. I'm also really pro this happening because I think it would really take podcasting and put it on the map. Currently, it's a bit like the black market of content. So anybody can go and share their story, which is what I really love about podcasting. You can just, for very, very little, if in fact for nothing, you can record conversations that matter to you and you can share them with the world. It gives you a voice at scale, which is fantastic. And for me, one of the biggest things that I love about podcasting. So to move the genre onto the map, and unfortunately we live in a capitalist society where charging for stuff means people take it more seriously, maybe that would actually be a really good step in the right direction. Also, obviously, by paying a subscription model, you would assume that stuff is going to be ad-free. Now, personally, for me, ads are part of the charm of podcasts. I think they're a huge benefit. I enjoy the ads. I enjoy listening to them. I enjoy seeing who likes what. I love a host-read ad because it just gives me that little bit more insight into someone who I've already got an emotional connection with because I listen to them every day and I'm really appreciative of the content they put out. So I don't mind ads, but I guess a pro would be you'd be paying $8 a month, but you wouldn't get to hear the ads, which some people would love. There's a certain generation as well, I think, that would really enjoy that. Drawbacks and potential challenges for Netflix for podcasting. Well, first off, for me, I guess it questions the ethics and the essence of podcasting, that ability to share a conversation that matters to you with the world, keeping it simple, keeping it like a really good storytelling art form rather than anything too fabricated and complicated and difficult. And I guess it probably moves or pulls it away from there. Secondly, I wonder if there's enough volume for a business model. Gimlet at $1 a go, that's not a viable business model. You could look at someone like Wondery, who have a Wondery Plus product, which is $5 a month. Are they really getting enough subscriptions on that? Or is their business propped up by production? I would probably think that it is. So I question how that's going to work at scale. And thirdly, for me, is just if you aren't one of the big two, if you aren't Spotify or Apple, how are you really ever going to get enough reach and enough exclusive content and enough great, awesome hosts that make that much of a difference that people are going to pay to go get that specific content? Apple and Spotify, between them, we've already said they've got Oprah and the Royals and Obamas and, you know, the who's who of podcasting, which, if you want to move the whole genre to the top 0.1% of the world in terms of fame and reach and influence, which there's an element of that's always going to happen with a content type, then cool. But I can't see for someone like Luminary how that's ever going to work, which just means that the big dominate even more. And is that great for the consumer? Who knows? That's my 2 cents on the future of a subscription model for podcasting as of July 2019. We will follow this closely, see how it goes, and I'm sure I'll update you on where I'm at with it in the future. If you like the video, I would really appreciate you sharing it with someone. Link someone you know in the description. Share your thoughts below. Comment, subscribe, like. Really, really makes all the difference, more than you would know. Thank you so much, and see you in the next one.